What are the risks of sacrificing a pawn for center control? When considering the question of what are the risks of sacrificing a pawn for center control, it is essential to understand the implications of this strategic move. Sacrificing a pawn can offer significant advantages, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. First, let's talk about the material disadvantage. When you sacrifice a pawn, you are giving up a piece of material. This can be a serious issue if you do not gain enough positional benefits in return. Your opponent can use this material advantage to strengthen their position, especially in the endgame. Next, we have the potential weakening of your pawn structure. Sacrificing a pawn might create weaknesses in your formation. For example, you could end up with isolated or doubled pawns, which can become easy targets for your opponent. A solid pawn structure is vital for maintaining a strong defense. Another risk is losing tempo. When you sacrifice a pawn, it might require moving your pieces away from their optimal squares. This can slow down your development and give your opponent the chance to seize the initiative. In chess, tempo is crucial for maintaining pressure and controlling the game. Additionally, sacrificing a pawn can expose you to counterplay. By giving up a pawn, you may create lines or weaknesses that your opponent can exploit. If they successfully counterattack, the benefits you hope to gain from the sacrifice may not materialize. Lastly, be wary of tactical traps. Your opponent might leave a pawn undefended to lure you into a position where you could lose more material or expose your king. These traps can be tricky, and falling for one can turn the game in your opponent's favor. To navigate these risks, it is essential to evaluate the position carefully before making a pawn sacrifice. Think about whether the sacrifice will lead to long-term advantages, such as better piece activity or control of key squares. Always consider your opponent's possible responses and ensure you have enough resources to defend against counterplay. In practice, sacrificing a pawn for center control can be effective if it allows you to dominate critical central squares, develop your pieces efficiently, or create long-term weaknesses in your opponent's position. However, weighing the risks and rewards is vital to ensure that the sacrifice contributes to your overall strategy.